Last weekend of regular season play for Jacksonville State. You get ready here, unbeaten at 23-0, 27 straight wins as you get ready for the weekend. Jana McGinnis, is it hard to believe? Does this surprise you that you were sitting here 23-0 and a chance to make history in the OVC?
Yes, and Mike, I mean, it really hasn't sunk in. I really hadn't allowed myself to think about it, and I've preached to the girls about just focus on your next opponent, and so I've tried to do the same. And but when you hear people say, like other coaches say, I can't believe, have you thought about what you guys have done and gone undefeated, and in today's how there's a lot of parity, a lot of teams are good. It is hard to believe. And also, like the way our conference schedule is, where you'll play 4 games in some weekends, it's just hard to stay focused every game and to bring your winning ways to every game. So I'm proud of this team, the focus that they've had. And, it's just hard to believe that this is the end of the season and we've not lost a conference game, because I didn't think in my career we would ever be able to do that.
All right, 2 seniors. We'll talk a little bit about them. I'm going to start with Casey. Earlier in the year, some struggles inside the circle, and she really, as a senior, provided leadership by example at that point in time, because she really came in and helped you at a big time in that part of the season, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, Mike. I mean, if on every good team and in every successful season, you got good leaders. And when you talk about us being undefeated in the conference, my first thoughts go to Ella and Berg. And in our program, we've never had captains. We just tell them, if you've got the ability to lead. And there's no question who our leaders are. And on this team, and it happens to be 2 seniors. And they lead in the right way. They lead by example. They're not just overly demanding. They just try to prepare the girls for the next game and kind of take the lead in how you approach games. And they're mentors, they're coaches in the dugout. They help settle some of the young ones down when the games get tight, and and they're very supportive of their teammates. And I'm just proud, because those 2 are the main reason that we've handled this season the way we've handled it.
Has Casey helped Whitney Gillespie and Taylor West?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And like you said, she stepped up and she showed her leadership during preseason non-conference games when we were struggling and we needed stability. She was the one pitcher that would step up and provide stability. And when she's in the dugout, because Berg warms up every single game ready to go in or pitch the next game. But when she's not in the bullpen, she's standing right behind the coaching staff. She's listening to what we're saying about hitters. She's the first one off to talk to the pitchers. And, she just doesn't realize how much she brings to our team, even when she's not standing in the circle. I mean, it's like she's a coach in the dugout, and she's just helped them a lot. And I think they would all tell you that, all the other pitchers would tell you that she has led that staff.
From my standpoint, with my job, to see them come in freshmen to where they are when they leave here, as they graduate and finish their careers as seniors, the maturity level to me sometimes is just incredible with some of them, how they grow here. And Ella's a young lady, to me, a whole lot more confidence than she had as a freshman when she came in here.
Oh, absolutely. And when you leave, you want to leave your mark. And these 2 seniors, I mean, we say it among each other in the coach's office, we're going to miss these 2 seniors. And, just from everything as people, as student athletes, as students. I mean, these girls are 4.0 students that we've never had to worry about. And like you talked about Ella, I mean, it's just fun to watch her grow up. Coming in as a freshman, I remember her getting all worked up about games or nervous. Now I don't even see nerves in her. So she's very calm and confident, and she gives us confidence, and both of them do. So, that's the fun part, is when you see athletes come in as freshmen and you see them succeed, but the most important, you see them grow up. And we're definitely going to miss these 2.
All right, you've got experience at this. It's not your first rodeo. You've been through senior days in this, but it's tough on coaches to watch them and go and grow and then go through 4 years, and it's tough for you, I guess, to sort of turn them loose, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. And there's seniors that walk through, and you can't help but get teary-eyed, because you're like, your first thought is, man, we're going to miss her. How are we going to replace her? And and you've spent so many hours, so many bus rides, so many hotels, so many practices with them, and they definitely will be missed. And it's a tough time, and I know it's going to be tough. And this is the good thing. This is a compliment. It will be tough for their teammates to go through senior day with these two seniors.
Two seniors part of this 2016 squad for Jacksonville State. They get ready to ramp up their careers. One of those is pitcher Casey Akenberger from Bowling Green, Ohio. First question, how did you find your way to Jacksonville, Alabama?
I was just looking in the OVC and fell in love with this program, just reading about it, talking to the coaches, and that's how I got here.
So you knew nobody, knew nothing about Jacksonville, Alabama, right?
Nothing.
Wow. Pretty good. It turned out pretty good for you, didn't it?
Yes, it turned out great.
Is it hard to believe that now this 4 years have come and almost gone?
Yeah, it flew by. I can't believe it's almost over.
All right. Last year, you missed a lot of time, missed most of the season with an injury, but you've been able to come back this year. Has this been the most satisfying year in the fact and the success that you've had this season?
Yes, this is like one of my favorite years ever. We're just coming out here and just having like the most fun we've ever had.
Best moment, best memory, what comes to mind if I ask you that?
Regionals freshman year, definitely.
And hopefully there'll be one this year, too.
Hopefully one this year, so probably that one.
You come from an athletic family. Your brother played football at Bowling Green. You
Yes,
had a
sir.
sister that was a swimmer down at Florida Gulf Coast. Any pressure in the family to try to keep up with them?
No, not really. We always done our own thing. We've all had our own sports, so we're just really supportive of each other.
As a senior, with two young pitchers behind you, do you think you've been able to help them and provide them some leadership inside the circle?
Definitely. I'm always here to support them, and whenever they have questions, I'm always willing to help.
What's going to be going through your mind as you get ready here for this last home weekend?
Just a lot of memories, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Another senior here, part of this 2016 Jacksonville State squad, is outfielder Ella Denes. California is where it all started for you years ago, and then to Pisgah, and then to Jacksonville. So not a whole lot of difference, I guess, in Pisgah and Jacksonville, but a whole lot of difference, I guess, from California, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a culture shock when I first got here. It took some time to get used to, but I'm blessed to have been raised in the South. I wouldn't have it any other way.
4 years. Very quickly, don't realize how fast it goes, do you?
Blink of an eye. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were going out to dinner, me and Casey and Katie and the other ones, just kind of getting to know each other, and now we're basically family and going after our last OVC championship.
Had a chance, you were part of a regional team in 2013, and it'll be a nice bookend, I guess, to close it out that way, right?
Definitely. Yeah, we're nothing less, settling for nothing less than that. Mm-hmm.
Ask you the same thing that I asked Casey earlier. Best memory of what comes to mind of when you start thinking about 4 years here?
I don't think I could categorize it into one memory. It's kind of just been one big, beautiful memory, as cheesy as that sounds. But like she said, the regionals freshman year, that was probably the best experience that we've ever had. But with our schedule this year, I think we're more prepared for that than ever before.
Are you obviously you're more mature, but what's different between you now than 2013 when you came in as a freshman?
Well, I gained the obvious freshman 20 when I came in, so I've lost a couple pounds of that. I guess that's changed. I'm more confident as a player, not just a player, but as a person as well, and that's all thanks to our coaches and softball. But
There was an adjustment coming from high school to play Division I college softball, I guess, was there not?
yes, all around the game is just faster. You have to be ready every pitch because every player is the best player from the teams in high school. Definitely the tempo, but other than that, the game's still the same.
And you still have a lot of fun playing it, don't you?
Yes, that's an understatement.
Is it the competition? Is it being around the team? What is the thing with that?
I think a little bit of everything. It just kind of all ties together. Yeah.
All right, as you get ready to play the last time at home, any idea what's going to be rolling through your mind, what you'll be thinking about at that time?
I think we've all kind of collectively decided as a team to just ride with it. We'll look at it in perspective once it's over, but right now we just have 3 more games to win, so hopefully I'll get the last one on the field.